grown up Mola di Bari in Italy, and it was a small town. One brother and four sisters. I'm the baby. I learned to cook when I was 14. One day my mother made a pasta fagioli. They were so great, and since that day we watched my mother the way she was cooking. And when you're 14, you have to learn to cook and to clean it, because you have to cook it for the husband when you get married. That time you have to be married when you're 19, too young. But that's right. I learned to cook it, what I know today. I remember we never went to grocery shopping because my father was farm. And then we raised all the veggie and artichoke and things like that. We did have a chicken and the eggs. We did have a farm to have everything. We went to Mercato on Saturday because it was a big thing to do in Italy, to go to Mercato. And we went to buy things like bread, I don't know, cheese and clothes and things like that. I came to America in 1968. We got married in Italy, and then the first time, it was 1968. I have 5 children and 2 grandchildren. The name one is Giuliana Gaetano. That's my life. I like food. It's in my heart, and I do it. I love it. You know, I like to eat. I like to try everything. But, you know, Italian people, when you eat, you get like Mamma Leone. Everybody could do it. If I could do it, everybody could do it.
Ciao a tutti and welcome to Cooking with Nonna. I'm Rossella Rago, and today I have Nonna Anna with me from Mola di Bari, and that's in the region of Puglia. Now, this unit today is really special to me because I'm also from Mola di Bari, and we're going to be making one of my favorite recipes, Chicory con le fave, which is chicory and a fava bean puree. So I'm going to hand it over to Nonna Anna, and she's going to tell us a little bit about what we need to do this.
Sì. Allora, today we're going to have a fun. Dobbiamo fare chicory e fave. It's mean chicories and fave. This is the chicories. This is the way they look like. Okay? I need a knife, please. So.
We're going to start out cleaning the chicory.
This is the way you clean it. Just take the top off.
Don't be intimidated by this. It's really easy.
And cut in, let me see, maybe 5 pieces?
2-inch pieces.
That's it. So easy to do it. It's an easy dish and delicious dish.
You feel so smart.
Thank you. Anyway, this is the chicory. You wash it nice clean, and this is the way it will look like when you wash and clean. Now, the water is boiling. We're just going to boil in maybe 15 minutes?
15?
Maybe less than that, 10 minutes.
So we're going to add this.
Yes. Also, the chicory doesn't need no salt. So don't put any salt because the chicory, they're really bitter.
Really bitter.
So, and you don't need no salt around in here.
And these have already been washed as well.
Right.
And we're going to add that in here.
We cook nice and tender. It's not going to be really hard. You know, when it's hard, it doesn't taste the right way. It'll take about 50 minutes. And now we talk about the fava beans.
Yeah, we're going to start our fava bean puree. And these fava have already been cleaned, and they're just dry fava. You can find them in any grocery store. And before you clean them, they have a very thick skin on the outside, and there's a process to clean this in Mola, where we come from, and it's called...
Il faut scrutcher.
Yeah, which means, you know, favas without the peel.
At the peel,
and then they become, through this process, they become I fava all'anelto, which means a naked fava bean. You know, we're getting a little racy here. But it's a really simple process. We're going to add these
this in here
to just a small saucepan and get them all in there.
Right.
And we're going to add some water and soak these overnight.
Overnight. Once it is soaked overnight, in the morning, they're ready to cook.
It's a little bit of a process, but I swear it's totally worth it.
Okay, when you cook the fava beans, it takes about an hour. And make sure you have to put a low heat and don't stir. That's it. That will be ready. And then when this will be ready, about an hour and a half will take about to cook. So when it's cooked, they look like this.
They actually become a puree without having to puree them at all. It becomes a really nice, thick, mashed potato-y texture, and it makes a really great Italian comfort food. And it's amazingly delicious.
So what are you gonna do? Add a little bit salt.
A little bit of salt.
Very good. A little bit of oil.
A little bit of oils. Tell me when to stop.
Basta.
Basta.
And then you can mix.
And then
Get the wooden spoon and mix. So now, the chicory is almost ready.
So we're going to start by draining our chicory.
Okay, we need to use...
Because you don't want a lot of water in this.
No, you have to drain.
Because all the moisture really has to come from the fava. No, this is a really easy dish. I mean, I know how you can get really intimidated by it, that you have to soak the beans, you have to clean the chicory, boil it, but it's really nothing at all.
It is nothing. It's what? In half an hour, the dinner will be ready?
Yeah, soak your beans overnight. You wake up in the morning, just turn it right on. You don't even have to touch it. An hour and a half later, you have this beautiful fava puree.
Okay, le cicorie sono pronti. They look good, right?
We're going to spoon
Add some
our fava mixture over it.
Yep. Get the spoon here, the fork here. Just a little bit more.
And you want to cover the whole thing.
Very good. Okay, I would like use 2 forks to mix.
I really love eating this in Italy because, you know, the
Basta.
chicory is so much fresher. Everything just
Now you
tastes better in
mix.
Italy, believe me.
Ma ora si girano, li mischiamo e poi ce li mangiamo.
You want to make sure all your chicory is coated evenly with fava beans. This
Right.
way you get a really good flavor. I'm going to move this way.
Okay, now we had some oil on
All
top.
the attention here.
You can make nice hearts.
Nice
It's
heart.
Good, they're good for your heart. You know, it's like it's good for cholesterol. It's good for your diet.
How's that look?
Beautiful.
Good
Look.
enough for Nonna. It's good enough for me.
And you know what they used to do when in Italy when I was grown up? See how big is this dish? It used to be really big dish with the fava and beans. And everybody would sit on the table and we would put in the dish in here. My grandmother, my father, everybody. Go ahead. Everybody was eating.
Out of the same plate.
Out of the same plate. Buon appetito. They're delicious. Mmm.
Mm,
Mmm. They're good.
they're so good.
Okay. Don't worry if you have a lot of fava beans left over. We're going to make nice, delicious pasta with white fava beans. And now we can make room
Okay.
because we're going to make
We're going to have a nice little onion saute.
onion saute.
Let's just make
So
space.
this is really hot, a little bit hot. Okay.
Thank you, Nonna.
You're welcome.
Move this over.
So she's going to cut some onions and a small piece.
Gonna-
And we already made it with
gonna
the pasta that's already boiling. Okay,
There we
it's
go.
ready. Okay, put some oil.
Now tell me when.
Okay. Basta.
And while our oil's heating up, I'm going to chop
Some onions.
an onion. And we're using a very small onion, and you only have to use half of it because the onion flavor is so pungent anyway.
And the onion is so strong. So the onion makes you cry. Don't cry, baby.
try.
I want you to look beautiful. Don't cry.
And our oil looks nice,
nice.
and hot right now. It looks begging
Really
for
hot.
something.
Yes.
And we're going to make some...
Wow, that's the music. That's what it says. Oh, sole mio.
There we go.
With a spoon.
And we're just going to saute this up until they're about golden brown color.
See, this is very fun. It's easy fish. It's fun to cook. Then we're going to drain the pasta.
Fried anything tastes good.
We're going to drain the pasta.
These look done, Nonna. They look
Yeah, look.
about...
That's it.
Yeah, see? How long did that take?
You need that touch color, a little bit browny. It's beautiful. It is good. Takes about 2 minutes.
And we don't want
Not
to
even
overdo
2
it,
minutes.
so I'm going to turn this off.
Pasta, sì. Bellissimo.
Pasta.
Bellissimo.
See, I'm learning.
Now we get the pasta.
gonna-
Very good.
And we're going to
Get-
start...
Get the pasta. Make
draining
sure,
our
drain the pasta really dry. You have to be really dry.
Yeah, the enemy in this dish is water because all the moisture, again, has to come from the fava.
Right. And then you taste the fava and the onions, no water.
Okay.
Okay? The pasta's ready.
And now,
Get some fava beans. Put on top. Mmm.
just a great 2-in-1 meal.
This was my grandmother's dish. The flavor dish, right?
Well, now your grandmother.
My
It's
grandmother.
Your dish too.
It's my dish too now. I will get the
How
onions.
great that looks.
Beautiful.
Oh, and here we go. This pulls it all together.
Look how beautiful looks this dish. Look.
Oh, that looks so good.
Si gira e si mangia. Vabbè, that looks nice.
Can we taste it?
Yes, we could taste it. Baby, si mangia. Buon appetito.
Buon appetito.
Alla salute. Mm.
Oh my god.
Oh.
It's beautiful. Thank you for being on
you.
the show today. Thank you for being my nonna.
Oh, grazie, grazie. Thank you to you, baby. I love you. Arrivederci a tutti. Un
Ciao.
bacio. Ciao, ciao.